Hey everybody, welcome back to Millennial Homesteading. Sorry I ain't done a video in a while, been kind of busy. So today we're going to talk about snowblowers. Specifically we're going to talk about two-stage snowblowers and getting them ready for winter. It's mid to late November here in Maryland and starting to get everything out. I've already got the snowplow on the tractor and the deck off of it, and all I got to do is put the tire chains on that. But I wanted to get the old snowblower out and get it ready just in case we needed it this year. Seems to be an almond that every year you prepare for a hard snow, you get almost nothing. So a little bit of hard work to keep the snow away is well worth it, I'd say. So this is a 24-inch two-stage snowblower. It's made by Noma. It has a 5 horsepower Tecumseh Snow King on it. You can kind of see there, 5 horse, 24-inch path snowblower. It has a 6-speed forward and 2-speed reverse gearbox. These drift cutters I put on there, you can buy the kits. I believe these are made by Aaron, and they already come pre-drilled for the holes. You just loosen them up and this slides in, slides out, like a guide system. But we'll get back to that in a minute. So if you live up in the north, you know that removing snow is a chore, especially in the wintertime, and it's more of a hassle than it is any kind of fun. So most of us have snow blowers or plows or something like that other than the standard shovel to help us remove the snow. So this is a two-stage snowblower, and what a two-stage snowblower is it has 2 separate paddles to help you remove snow. So as the machine comes forward, these augers spin and drive the snow towards the center, where that back paddle there spins at an incredible speed and flies the snow up out of the chute and wherever you want it. That chute spins. I'm sure you've seen these before. They're not that uncommon. There's probably millions of them all over the country. So if you've never seen a two-stage snowblower, get on YouTube and have at it. It's pretty good day watching just people just throw snow. But there's a lot of important things to know about these, like this gearbox here. This gearbox is sometimes filled with grease or oil, depending on your model, and it's serviceable. You need to check it. The shear pins and the augers, those need to make sure they're not rotted and rusted out, because if those break, that means your auger has hit a rock or something, and it's going to save your gearbox from getting torn up. Because all this is driven off belts, which is another serviceable part you should probably check underneath of that cover. Check your belts, check your augers, check your gearbox and your breakaway pins. All right, check your bottom scraper all the way down here at the very bottom. That's a scraper bar. You can kind of see the bolts. That bar is replaceable. Sorry, that bar is replaceable, and it does wear out. It's a wear part, just like the skid shoes on the side. Down at the bottom, those skid shoes are replaceable. That keeps the actual chute housing all here from getting worn out by running on asphalt and gravel and what have you. Obviously, service your engine. Always check your fluids before you start anything, fuel and oil. If you're running a 2-stroke snowblower, typically like a single stage, a lot of those are 2-stroke, 2-cycle. Make sure that you're getting your oil mixtures right. So, and at the end of the season, drain your fuel or run it out, however you get rid of it, but don't leave it in the carburetor. This new ethanol fuel is the worst thing you can ever do to put in the carburetor, especially leave it in there. So check your oil, check your fluids, check your cables, make sure that your cables aren't loose. All right, they are adjustable. Sometimes these don't have them. They're adjustments down there. They're screws, but sometimes there will be plates in here that you can adjust the cables to. Lubricate everything. Make sure that your auger screw or your chute auger is lubricated. That little plastic bit down there, if it'll focus. That little plastic one down there, make sure that's lubricated, because that's what turns the chute. So you got your crank handle here, and you just turn it. Make sure it's lubricated and it doesn't bind up. This one's getting replaced because it's got a broken ear on it. So make sure it's lubricated, make sure it's good. So make sure all your cables are working. If your storage area has mice, take the bottom plate, the belly plate. Let me tip this thing up here. Down here. Take that belly plate off. Rats and mice love to nest in there, and what happens is their nest gets caught up in the gears, and it causes it to lose traction, slip, and sometimes even tear stuff apart. So take that belly pan off. Normally they're 3/8 or 7/16 screws. Take it off. Make sure that your friction disc is dry and it's in good shape. It's not all cracked and chunked up. So yeah, but This is my little one. This is my Noma. This thing is pretty old. I haven't been able to find the decisive year on it. There's not a lot of videos of these. It's a 5 horsepower, 24-inch path Noma. It's not that much different than a 5 horsepower, 24-inch path Craftsman. It's almost identical. Same motor, same cutting width, almost the same layout. The handlebars are a little bit different. The paint scheme's obviously different. But other than that, it runs the same motor, the same 5 horsepower Snow King, the same chute style, the same width. Even the same tires. The only difference with the Craftsman is your gear shifter's down here. It's like a little bar down here, and you reach down and you shift it like that. But probably the same gearbox, just a little bit different. So if anybody knows anything about these or would like to share or has one of these or one like it, you know, please share in the comments, because I'm trying to learn more about these because I really like them. But yeah, always take time to get your equipment ready before a season, whether it's spring, summer, fall, whatever it may be. Always take time to get your equipment ready, you know, because you take care of your equipment, it'll take care of you. But you got to put in the time to get the time out of it. So hope this was educational. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Catch you guys later.